Listen, they told me one question I've got to ask. I've seen the movie. I love it. The next one. We're always thinking next in comic book movies. Is it going to be the showdown? Black Adam and Superman?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I think the question is, should it be the showdown? And I don't know if that's the way to go.
Okay.
And if when fans watch Black Adam and they see the end and they really pay attention, as I know they will, as you know they will too, they pay attention to the words that were said. They pay attention to the nuance of the looks. We'll let that lead us.
I'm here for it, man.
But what do you think?
Dude, I dug it.
No, I know, but we can't go right there right away.
I mean, listen, if you make it wait, you know, Infinity War wouldn't have been Infinity War if it happened in a year. So I want it tomorrow, but I get what you're saying. I'm down to wait a bit.
I wanted it years ago.
I'm here. I know, dude. I know.
But now we've gotten to a great place where we've delivered for the audience. And so when I say we're listening to the audience, they know we mean it. And when we say we're building out the DC universe, we mean it. This is what we mean. And when we say, when we say welcome home,
that's what we mean.
You know what I'm talking about.
Exactly, dude. Good to see you.
Always good to see you, man.
We're finally here, the Black Adam world premiere. Have you seen the movie yet?
So I saw a version of the movie that was unfinished. Tonight will be the very first time that I get to see the movie fully. And I'm so happy because I wanted to see it with the fans, with the whole crowd. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. So after all those years working on it, suiting up in that suit right behind us, it looks amazing, dude. What are you expecting tonight? What are you hoping for?
I just expect for everybody to finally celebrate themselves and have a party. Just have a moment to just take in all the work, the massive work that they did.
Yes.
And just, just give themselves a pat on the back, bro, because this is it.
And you already get, in this first movie, you already get to share the set with the likes of Dr. Fate, Atom Smasher, Cyclone, Black Adam. If you got to visit the larger DC universe, is there anybody you think it would be fun to see Hawkman team up with or fight with?
Where's my brother? Where's Ed? So for me, it would be Mr. Terrific. And I'm looking for my brother because my brother Edwin Hodge plays Mr. Terrific in the animated universe, right?
Okay.
So it's Mr. Terrific and Hawk Girl, obviously. So, hopefully we get to see that.
Did you try to push for any of that Hawk Girl, the history stuff there to try to get it in the film in this first one, or are you saving it for later?
I let them do what they do. They got, look, DJ has this mapped out, planned out. He knows what he's doing. I'm going to follow that brother's lead because he's brilliant. He did not stay dedicated to this project for 10 to 15 years for nothing. Here we go.
There he is.
This
is terrific.
How you doing?
He's
terrific in the animated version.
Yeah.
I want to bring him in the real universe.
Yeah, let's do that.
You ready for the crossover?
I am ready for the crossover. I'll tell you that for sure.
I would love to see that happen. That's all I'm saying.
Who do we have to write to? Who do we write the letter to?
I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
Yeah, we're going to make that happen.
I'm here for it. Now listen, I can't let you go without asking, whose team are you on if it ever happens? Black Adam or Superman?
Black Adam all day, bro.
Team Black Adam.
I mean, is that a question?
That's not even a
Did y'all
question.
just become best friends?
I mean, look, Black Adam and Hawkman are probably not like singing Kumbaya anytime soon, but we definitely have an understanding. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Who wins in an arm wrestling match?
You gotta understand. You gotta realize, in the comic books, Hawkman gets a claw of Horus and actually knocks Superman out.
Yeah, that's right.
If anybody knows what's up, you already know I'm Team Black Adam.
Did you just throw down the gauntlet?
I threw it down.
Oh, Henry, watch out, big fella.
Yeah, look it up.
Who wins in an arm wrestling match, Black Adam or The Rock?
Rock.
The Rock wins. Hey, man, I can't wait to see this with everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. Congratulations. What's it like now to come to a premiere for a DC Comics movie, knowing this is a world you're going to be operating in sooner than later?
I was just talking about it. I was like, this is crazy that I've never been to a premiere in New York before. This is my first one right here in Times Square. It's so overwhelming. And one day, my big-ass The Rock face will be on one of these things. It's really surreal, but I'm just so excited and so appreciative of DC for like putting this all together.
You're part of the family, man. I got to hear what the experience was like to film a superhero film, because it's got to be unbelievable to grow up with these characters and then you are one of them, the first person to be them. What is that like?
I have nothing else to compare it to.
Yeah.
It's such a new world, and this is my first movie, my first venture into being on the silver screen. So getting to be a part of it all. I just want to be a sponge. I just want to learn as much as possible and have fun.
Do you watch your own footage after you film it, or are you one of the actors who's like, hold on, don't show me.
It's all situational. I don't know. Someone who says they don't ever watch it, I'm like, come on, dog.
So the first time you see yourself, then what's that like?
In the suit and all, and everything. I mean, it felt like there was so much anticipation and so much preparation going into the project that by the first day I was like, dude, we didn't. It wasn't like first day started and then we hit the ground running. We really it was a great time.
Right, now I'm sure you've heard of this one. I hate to jump to the other side of the comic spectrum, but there's fans who say he's Blue Beetle, but also he could be Sam Alexander. Nova. Have you heard that one? What do you think of that?
Yeah, I've heard that one before. Hey, look, DC was the first one to pull the trigger on let's have a Latino superhero. So.
Yes.
They're talking the talk and walking the walk. If that Nova project gets made soon, I'd love to see if there is a Sam Alexander Nova. I would love that. Getting more people in the door. We'll see what they do.
So what does it mean to be able to portray a Latino superhero when that's an underrepresented community in this genre?
Yeah, I mean, dude, we're the number one moviegoers by percentages, and also one of the least represented in movies. So it's really an honor, and at the end of the day, I just hope that means that the door is being opened to more people.
Let's blow it wide open. I think this one's going to blow the door wide open. I can't wait to see it, dude. Congratulations. How's it feel? Have you seen the movie yet?
I've seen a version of it. I haven't seen it with all the effects, which I'm going to see tonight, which I'm psyched for.
So after working so many months, probably maybe years on this one, what are you expecting from the final cut of Black Adam?
I feel like it's going to rock my fucking world, dude. I honestly, I got no idea.
Yes.
It's going to be crazy, I think.
I dug it. I saw it a week ago today.
Yeah.
I dug it.
That's right. You've seen the more
That's right.
version than I have.
Dude, you got your costume right over there. When you slip into that thing for the first time, how's it feel? How's it fit?
It fit like a glove, man. They were doing all these 3D scans and all this stuff, so by the time it got on the body, you pull the hood on and you look in the mirror, you're like, whoa. That's it. That's Atom Smasher. And then it becomes very, very real from there.
I'm going to ask you one last question. Who do you think wins in a fight? Black Adam or Superman?
Good question, man. It's a good question. I guess it depends on who's playing Superman, right?
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
I dig it, dude. Thanks. Good to see you.
Thank you, bro.
Have you seen Black Adam yet?
I have.
What was it like?
Oh my goodness. Even if I wasn't in it, it would have been the one of my favorite movies of all time. It's so good, and I promise you're gonna have a lot of fun watching it. Everybody it's great.
I love it, man. Now I got to see it a week ago. I got to know your character a bit. I haven't had a chance to interview you and share your perspective with the Comicbook.com audience. Give me an introduction from your perspective on your role in this film.
I think my character, as much as I can say, is that he's a vessel of hope. Basically, he'll do whatever it takes. Basically, he'll stop at nothing to play a part in fighting for his freedom and for his people and for what's right. And I just really love that about him, honestly.
So how does Black Adam fit into that? Without, it's tough.
I gotta think. I think he sees Black Adam. It's basically Black Adam is this opportunity to make his dreams come true, and he's gonna take advantage of that if he can.
Your room in this movie is filled with superhero posters. If you got a chance to share the set, or you think your character would particularly enjoy meeting them, who's the hero, who's the actor you'd really love to get to meet?
I think from the perspective of my character, if you're a kid in the DC universe with all the superheroes, it can't be anyone besides Superman.
That said, who do you think wins in a fight between Black Adam and Superman if it ever happens?
I think that will be the most evenly matched fight in the history of fights. But this is totally biased, but I mean Black Adam 100%.
You're Team Black Adam.
I'm Team Black Adam.
All right, now who wins in an arm wrestling match, Black Adam or The Rock?
The Rock. The Rock. This is what's gonna happen is they're gonna be arm wrestling, then he's gonna do the eyebrow, and that's gonna just...
That's it. Henry can't withstand the eyebrow.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. Well, congratulations. Thank you so much for coming by. Enjoy the rest of the night. So listen, fellas, we're finally here. It's the Black Adam premiere. You guys have been working on this one for over a decade. What do you want the audience to take away tonight? Are you expecting cheers? Are you expecting tears? All of the above?
Both. We've had both. I mean, we've seen this movie once with an audience, and it was about 30% finished. And by the way, Hiram and I were sitting there kicking each other while we were watching it, because there's like 5 applaud moments and cheers throughout, and people are crying at the end, and it's a very special
We just want them to have a
experience.
blast and feel the energy and love we put into this film. Like, you know, we've been talking about it forever. It almost felt like it was never going to happen. But there's laughs, there's cheers, there's tears, there's joy. You get it all in Black Adam, but ultimately you get an anti-hero we've never seen on the big screen, and that's what we're excited about. And you get Dwayne Johnson.
And you get a little taste of Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson
And also
and
Pierce Brosnan. I mean, come on.
Best of the best.
Yeah.
Now, listen, I got to ask. We're based on the end of this movie, we talked in detail about this one. Is the next project, you think, going to be that movie everybody's expecting with Batman and oh my God, I just called him Batman. No, we already got Batman and Superman. Black Adam and Superman. Is that the next one?
No, look, we have big ambitions for what we want to do. Obviously, the fans got to receive this movie the way they want us to. We think they will. And if they do, as good producers, we have very big ambitions for what we want to do. But I will say that whatever we want to do is not just about a one-off. It's a much longer journey and something where the fans could really get invested in these characters and have a good time.
And it will be up to the fans also in terms of what comes next too. So I really hope they show up for this one, because that will drive it all. And one thing, which we haven't told one person in this entire black carpet, is he's got a Superman costume underneath his suit, and I have Black Adam. I have Black Adam underneath. But don't tell. We'll only share that with you, Brandon.
I love it. Now I want to ask you guys, if we could go off topic, what is the next project you both have lined up? Because I know Flynn Pictures, $7. Y'all never sleep. Y'all don't take a day off. Hardest workers in the room. What are you guys pivoting to now that this one is going to hit
brag
theaters?
about your movie better than you can brag.
Let's
about
do it that way. Yeah.
Because my brother Hiram Garcia created a movie out of thin air. Movie called Red One that starts shooting today with Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans. He wrote the treatment. He sold the pitch. He made the entire thing happen. Had a 7-studio pitching war, and I could not be prouder of this man. I love him so much. And so that movie starts now, and then we have so many great franchises together, and hopefully many more Black Adams.
Look, we got a lot of stuff in the works. That's all I got to say. We're excited, but I've made so many movies with him. He's my mentor. He's like shown me so much in this business, and I can't do enough films with him. This has been the culmination of it, and now we got to build on it.
I've got 2 last questions for you. These are fun ones. You might be a little biased on this one, but who wins in a fight if it were to ever happen? Black Adam or Superman? Who are you picking?
I'll take Black Adam because that's the costume I'm wearing tonight.
Look, I'll say, as a big comic book nerd, we all know Superman is up, right? His power. But the thing that always gives Black Adam advantage is obviously he's based in magic, which is Superman's weakness, and Black Adam doesn't pull his punches. Superman will try not to kill him, Black Adam will try and kill him, and that always makes it hard to be Black Adam.
I need you to start that one yesterday. All right, and the last question, who wins in an arm wrestling match, Black Adam or The Rock?
Ooh, good question. I'm gonna put my money on Black Adam.
Yeah, I mean, Black Adam will rip that arm right off. Turn it sideways.
Which we do in the movie. Which we do in the movie. You saw that arm drop? That would be The Rock's
That
arm.
was at the Comic-Con footage. It made it in the final cut. Fellas, always a pleasure. Congratulations. Enjoy the rest of the night. Based on your experience filming it, what are you expecting in just one word?
One word?
Well, you get one.
Electricity.
That's okay. You get a few more now.
No, I think one word was good.
Okay,
I'm actually proud of that. The fact that I brought up one word.
That was a good word, though. That was a good word. Now, when you get cast in the role, I know there's a lot of twists and turns in this film. Were you aware of all of them up front, or did they give you some surprises as the movie went on?
You mean story-wise?
Yeah, story-wise.
No, I was aware of most of it. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Were you a comic fan at all growing up?
Not really, but everything that I did end up seeing, or whether that was Spider-Man or Batman, or it always did sort of spark my interest. Yeah.
So when you're on set and you're looking Black Adam in the face, and he's out there in his costume, and I mean, he's just the biggest.
Yes.
What is that experience like for the first time?
It makes you hold your breath.
Yeah. Listen, you guys are the masterminds behind this film, right?
We are definitely not.
Okay. No. In one way or another, give yourself a little bit of credit.
I don't think Dwayne's been working on this for over 10 years. You know, like you think about that. He's had this in his head. Jama, Colette Serra, the director, he's been working on this forever, and he's put his man. I remember seeing Jama 3 years ago. Man, he's really just put his life into this movie, and you got to give him credit for it.
I think Jama's fantastic. The fact they went from Jungle Cruise straight into this is insane. But when you guys become involved in a project that is as far along as it is, and so many people have so many ideas, what did you want to make sure that is brought to the story here?
I mean, the most important thing is we just want to make a movie that the fans will love, that we would love if it, you know, if we were watching it, and everybody wants to do that. And obviously, you have to find a path through lots of the different opinions. But at the end, motivation is just trying to make sure we find the best movie possible. And I really think that's what is here. You know, I hope the fans will see that.
I saw Jim Lee walking around, and we got some DC Comics legends in the house. Did you guys turn to any pages of DC Comics specifically for influence?
Yeah, I mean, you have to read everything, of course, because that's part of paying attention to the lore and the textbooks. But
you a Bible to basically study before you write. Wow. You know, so you have a Black Adam Bible that you have to really go through and just know the characters inside out, and the Justice Society.
What's amazing is DJ and his producers and his team, you know, they know it like crazy. He's a fanboy. You know what I mean? It's amazing because they know it. So you're also in great hands in that sense.
And when you join, you're writing a story that's becoming part of a larger universe, which is also probably going to be, you know, keep expanding the universe, have sequels or spin-offs or crossovers in the future. Did you have anything in mind, like, all right, we want to plant this seed and see if it grows later? The ending, that scene at the end, was that something that you all had any thoughts about? Like, we want to see where this goes specifically.
I mean, honestly, your first job as a writer is to make sure the first one's good. And so you got to make sure the characters are good and that people want to come back and spend time with them. And that's the main thing. We weren't thinking like that. We were just making sure that, hey, people really like this movie. And then, you know, if you're lucky and the fans respond, then you can start talking about the sequel.
Well, I appreciate y'all. I've seen it. I'm a fan. I dig it. Thank you so much for the time. It's a pleasure to speak with you.